Hello my lovelies, I'm Chris from TechSpert and today we're having a good hard squint at the fresh new Huawei Matebook 14 2024. It's a powerful everyday laptop boasting a painfully sharp OLED screen and Intel Core Ultra smarts. And it's green. Proper green, and I've been getting all gropey with the Huawei Matebook 14 these past few days, so here's what I reckon, and for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! Now first up, there's no getting around the fact that the Matebook 14 looks an awful lot like one of Apple's MacBook Airs. It's got a very similar sleek and simple design, no buggering about here. Got a single piece metal chassis that's pleasingly rigid, and while it's not quite as deliriously compact as Huawei's fresh new Matebook X Pro, it does weigh just a badger's left bollock over 1.3 kilos. And at its thickest point, it's not quite 15 millimeters, so the Matebook 14 is certainly pretty easy to squeeze into most backpacks. And as usual, Huawei has done a pretty fine job of producing a lid that doesn't get instantly coated in fingerprints and cack. This lovely frosted finish can repel all but the greasiest of Saturday night takeaways. And I gotta say, I really rather like this subtle minty green colour as well. It's bright and reasonably bold without being like proper in your face and attracting weird glares when you're in Starbucks or whatever. And if you're not really a fan, you can always grab the Matebook 14 in silver or grey, if you don't like happy things. As for the port situation here on the Matebook 14, well, it's kind of unusual because you've got two full-sized USB 3.2 ports and only a single all-purpose Type-C USB port. As you can see, the majority of these ports stuck away there on the left edge, and it's a real shame. I'd have preferred to have seen at least two USB-C ports. I guess you can always dongle it up if you need to, and as you can see there, Huawei has also slapped an HDMI port on that busy left edge. Always handy. You've also got yourself a headphone jack, but creators will be disappointed to note a complete lack of memory card slots. Now when you want to log in to your Matebook 14 2024, Huawei has helpfully squirreled away a fingerprint sensor in that power button. And so far I've found this to be swift and responsive, and the only time I've had it fail on me is after I've been fingering some fried chicken. And when the Matebook 14 powers up, you're immediately greeted with this glorious 14.2-inch OLED screen, which basically fills the inside of this lid, and it's absolutely one of the highlights of this laptop. It's a 3:2 aspect ratio, so a good shape for working on two documents side by side, and also just for general creative tasks. Not quite as well suited to cinematic fare, of course, because you've got the big fat letterbox in top and bottom, but hey ho. And that display boasts a supremely crisp 2880 by 1920 pixel resolution, so certainly if you're editing photos, just kicking back with a bit of Netflix, Disney Plus, your streaming service of choice, everything looks nice and crispy. Those colours are pleasingly poppy. It's especially good for kicking back with some animated fare, and as far as the colour spectrum goes, you've got full coverage of the sRGB and P3 gamuts and almost full coverage of the Adobe RGB. As for the brightness, well, no complaints there really, because it maxes out at just under 450 nits, so even on quite a bright sunshiny day you can still just about use this laptop outdoors under the full glare. The actual glare from the display isn't as bad as some laptops that I've tested as well. Manages to counter some of the worst of it. And the refresh rate also scales between 48Hz and 120Hz, so good news if you want to get a bit of gaming or something on the go. And the Matebook 14 sports a pair of stereo speakers, which as always are housed underneath the laptop. This kicks out a respectable bit of audio. If you max out that volume, you'll get occasional bits of distortion and such forth, but at least on that top volume, everything comes through loud and clear. This here Firefly V2 Pro, which boasts customizable edge-to-edge LED backlighting, the kind of excess I'd usually equate to sticking tits on a donkey, but different strokes, I guess. So if you're busy smashing out a fry up in a noisy kitchen, something like that, you can quite happily kick back with a bit of your favourite bald tech YouTube twat or whatever. Shouldn't be straining too hard to hear what's actually going on. Now there's no touchscreen controls here, or certainly my review model isn't a touchscreen version, but the touchpad isn't absolutely terrible. Fills a big old chunk of that palm rest, you got the usual multi-touch gesture support, etc. And I'm certainly a fan of Huawei's keyboard here on the Matebook 14. It's a well-sized chiclet keyboard, those keys are well spaced as well, so they've got plenty of room to breathe. Got a nice firm type in action and fairly shallow travel, but it's certainly absolutely fine for a good bit of touch typing. You've got 3 levels of backlighting, so you can comfortably beaver away into the wee hours. Only real complaints are the usual shenanigans, the crushed up cursor keys over here in the bottom right corner, but at least you got a double raw enter key. And in this teeny tiny wee bezel just above the Matebook 14's display, you do actually have a full HD webcam squirreled away in there. As you can see, a little LED indicator as well that pops on whenever that camera's in use, just to clue you in. And this is certainly nothing revolutionary. The picture quality is okay. You know, it's a perfectly fine job if you're just going to be doing some zooming with your teammates or whatever. It can cope with pretty strong contrast, as you can see there, if you find yourself sat in front of a window or whatever. And also, those built-in mics are, again, perfectly fine if you can't be bothered to wear a headset, if you fear it'll ruin your super cool hip image. You can pick up your voice even from a bit of a distance, and the audio clarity reasonably clear. And also, if you've got yourself a Huawei smartphone where you can quickly and easily wirelessly pair it up with the Matebook 14 and share your apps and your files and basically use the laptop's display as a bigger screen for your phone. So now let's chat performance, and Huawei has slapped in one of Intel's Core Ultra chipsets. In my review model, it's the Ultra 7 155H, running at up to 40 watts TDP with a generous 32 gigs of that lovely RAM stuff. And Huawei's usual PC Manager app is stashed away on here as well, giving you a choice of 3 different performance modes. On that top performance mode, you've got Huawei's Super Turbo algorithms, which are basically like sloshing petrol on a fire. This helps the laptop to start up relatively quickly, although I did discover that some of my apps still took a wee while to really get going. But the good news is that Core Ultra Tech can happily handle multitasking with loads of apps open all at the same time. Creators will be able to smash their way through a good bit of photo editing and some light video editing, and even gaming is more than possible here. So for instance, I'm smashing my way through the Resident Evil 3 reboot at the moment, and with the Matebook 14 plugged in and set to that high performance mode, I had a nice fluid frame rate even on the higher graphic settings. Didn't see a single judder at all the entire time I was playing. In fact, I was seizing up more than the laptop whenever that bloody Nemesis fella popped up. And the good news is, those fans are whisper quiet as well, even when this thing really gets going. God damn it, Nemesis, just leave me alone for 3 seconds. But seriously, this here is about as loud as they ever seem to get. And yet, despite being whisper quiet, the dual shark fin fans do an effective job of pumping out all of that hot air, keeping the Matebook 14 from throttling. And if you really like yourself a bit of benchmarking action, well, no real surprises here from the Matebook 14. So Cinebench Release 23 returned a single core score of 1735, multi-core of 14,840, while 3D Mark returned a TimeSpy score of 3,521. These past few days, touch wood, the Matebook 14 has been relatively well behaved. A few little glitchy funny bits, like occasionally the brightness function keys will just stop working for a few minutes for absolutely sod all reason. Apart from that, all good. And last up for this Huawei Matebook 14 hands-on review type shenanigans, the battery life. What you got packed in here is a 70 watt-hour battery. And this is certainly good enough for all-day play with mixed use, various apps on the go at the same time. And when I tried a video drain test, I found that the Matebook 14 could stream video for just over 10 hours in total, with that brightness boosted all the way up. Not a particularly sterling effort, not a bad one either, quite average for a laptop this sort of size. So there you have it, my lovelies. That in a tasty wee nutshell is the fresh new Huawei Matebook 14 2024 edition, and I gotta say, I really like it. It's an attractive, slender wee bugger, solidly built. One of the highlights, definitely that absolutely stunning, gorgeous, sharp OLED display. So any creators will be very happy editing their photos, their videos, whatever on that bad boy. And the performance has been really solid from this thing as well, considering again the lack of dedicated graphics. Just a few wee complaints really overall, such as the lack of dedicated USB-C ports, the occasionally crackly speakers, that's about it. Anyway, that's what I reckon of the Huawei Matebook 14 2024. Be great to hear your thoughts down in the comments below, and also stay tuned for lots more Huawei content because they've spaffed out loads of new devices this week, including this bad boy right here, the Watch Fit. I've also been using the Matebook X Pro 2024 as my full-time laptop for a good couple of weeks now. If you want something that's even more compact, ridiculously slim and light, I'll definitely go check out my review of that bad boy. Have yourselves a stunning rest of the week. Cheers everyone, bye!